Today, I'm going to be talking about a very important concept in trading, and that's market structure. Now, understanding market structure is one of the things that's going to absolutely transform your win rates and trading game. It's going to help you know the direction of the market and when to enter trades and eventually have them play out. So, without wasting too much time, let's get into it. So, let's start. Market structure isn't too hard to understand. It's just basically to understand the trend, the direction the market is heading. So, from this point now, what can we see that price is in? What direction is price heading in? You can see that price is going in a down direction. A 5-year-old can tell this, like it's not too hard. You can see that price is making pushes to the downside. So market structure is going to be identifying the lower highs and the lower lows in case of a downtrend. So the lower high is just the extreme point, the highest point in a downtrend before making a push in the other direction. While a lower low is the extreme low in the downtrend before making a push in the other direction. Now we can see here this is the highest point in this downtrend, so it makes it the lower high, and this is the lowest point in this downtrend before making a push in the other direction. This is the lower low. So now we are not done yet. So we have to keep on marking our lower high. So from what I've said now, where do you think is going to be our next lower high? It's going to be here because this is the highest point before price made a push in the other direction. Where do you think is going to be our lower low? Remember the lowest point before the push in the other direction. So it's going to be here. This is our lowest point before the push in the other direction. The same goes for an uptrend. It's just in the opposite. So the uptrend is characterized by a series of higher highs and higher lows. So the higher low is the lowest point in an uptrend, while the higher high is the highest point in an uptrend. So you can see higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So now that we know how to mark our lower highs and lower lows and higher highs and higher lows, we're going to talk about break of structures. So we can see that anytime price is making a push down, in the case of a downtrend, it breaks past the lower low. So this break causes we call it a break of structure in trading. So it's just when price keeps on pushing in line with the trend. So we call it breaks of structures. I remember in a downtrend, lower highs cause break of structures. You can't have a lower high without it causing a break of structure. If it doesn't cause a break of structure, it is not a lower high. So using this knowledge, let's go back to our real example. So now we can see here the reason why I called this a lower high was why? Because it broke structure. This was the lowest point here. And you can see that price broke through it. So this is going to be our break of structure. You get that? Simple. So I call this our lower high because why? Price broke through this lowest point, this lower low. And the high that caused it was this one. So it's going to be our break of structure, and this is going to be our lower high. So like that, like that, like that. So our break of structure just keeps happening in a downtrend if price keeps pushing lower than the lower low. So if price breaks through this zone, guess what? This is going to be our new lower high. But we can't say it's a lower high for now because it hasn't broken this low. So it has to break through before we can say anything about it being a lower high. And obviously the same is also the same in um it's also the same in an uptrend, you know. And in an uptrend, a higher low has to break structure. So that means the higher low has to cause a break of structure in the higher high. So now you can see this low causing a break above this high here. So this makes this higher low valid. Now let's see another one. This is another break of structure here. So this higher low here is causing a break above this high, so to form this high. So this makes this higher low valid and the uptrend still valid because it shows that we're still moving higher and higher and higher. So now for us to call this bunch of price action here a higher low, it has to break past this zone here. It has to break past this high here. So it has to move up, then form a structure like this or so. before we can call this a higher low. So now that we know what a break of structure is, let's talk about change of characters, or chalk for short. So a change of character is just basically a reversal. This is when price changes from an uptrend into a downtrend, and from an uptrend to a downtrend, it happens when price breaks through the recent higher low, holding the distance. So when price breaks through the recent higher low, it becomes a downtrend, and could also be said for the opposite. So if price was in a downtrend and price eventually breaks through the recent lower high, it turns the direction from from a downtrend into an uptrend. So let's see an example, a real chart example over here. So remember, let's do our marking. So you can see that price is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, sorry, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. This was because this is higher than, it's going to be our, okay, no, it's not going to be, because it's not going to be our break of structure, because price did not close. Price has to close above the latest high for it to become, for it to be called a break of structure. You can see it's just wicks that are here, so it's showing that price doesn't want to go high again, because price went up, it's being rejected, so it means sellers are starting to enter. So now we are going to look at our latest um higher low, because we're in an uptrend, and our latest higher low is going to be here. And what did we see price do? Price broke through this. This is our change of character. So this is indicating a shift from an uptrend into a downtrend, because you can see price is moving lower, and this was our first sign, because we saw that price was being rejected from moving higher. Rejected. If you move to the lower time frame, you'll be able to identify the change of character much quicker. So it's going to be from here, but for now we are sticking on the 1 hour time frame, because it's easier to read than lower time frames like 15 minutes, 5 minutes. So just, if you are just starting out, I suggest you just stick with the 1 hour and 2 hour and 4 hour, and do your analysis from there, and practice with getting used to this time frame before moving to the lower time frame. So let's mark our structure on the downtrend. So this is going to be our lower high, going to be our lower low, it's going to be our lower high, it's going to be our lower low. Then like that, lower high, lower low, lower high. So it's that easy. I hope you're starting to see the importance of being able to mark structure, because if you're able to mark structure, you can know when trend shifts or trend reversals happen, so that you know that you know when to start buying and when to start selling. If you were at this point in the market, it was okay to start buying. But if you did not know, you don't know how to mark structure, you don't know about change of characters. Even when you might have seen price has broken through this higher low here, but guess what? Because you don't know, you keep buying, and guess what? You're going to keep hitting stop loss and stop loss, because price has already changed direction, but you don't know, because you don't know how to read structure. So price is going low, and hitting stop loss, hitting stop loss. I'll be wondering why. So this is why this video is very important. It's paramount for all traders to know how to read market structure, so that they can know when to buy and when to sell. So that's it. That's market structure. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment what your favorite part of the video was. If you have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments. I'm willing to improve on myself, improve on the video quality. I'm always all ears to improvements and suggestions. Also, I have a free Telegram channel of a course I'm currently building. It's totally free, and I want you to join. I want to see you there. And until next time, master the flow, dominate the process. See you next time.